Hello, everyone. We are going live. Thank you all so much for being here at another town hall. We do have a pretty exciting agenda this week. We have an introduction from none other than Ilya, and a couple of great sections today, including BD partnerships. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and let Ilya get into the introduction.
Oh, hello. Yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in to another exciting town hall. Thanks, Marcus, for kicking it off. There's a ton of stuff, so I'll let kind of folks introduce it, but just a few highlights. NEAR Foundation just released the transparency report, so I encourage everyone to check it out. It covers a pretty kind of large variety of everything from financial state on NEAR Foundation side, progress on NDC, partnerships and Horizon, and many more kind of exciting things that are happening in the ecosystem, and obviously encouraging community to continue to contribute to it, and ideally figure out how can we open up and make it open source as well over time. If you missed out and interested in kind of how AI and blockchain working together, I just did a podcast with Laura Shin and Jason Warner, who's on NEAR Foundation board, as well as ex CTO of GitHub, and now doing AI startup poolside. And so we really kind of dove deep into use cases, as well as where blockchain is kind of can help AI, where AI can help blockchain, regulatory side. So kind of a lot of content there. And so hopefully this works as well as encouragement on what to do in the ecosystem. I know kind of Minbase and some other folks have been already experimenting with how to provide natural language interface over blockchain. So kind of encourage everyone to check it out. And I guess with this, would like to pass it to Jack to kind of talk through NEAR Foundation's mission and some updates there.
Thanks, Ilya. Before I dive into the NEAR Foundation mission, I just want to address an ongoing situation that we're currently seeing and is currently being talked about in the community that I know is a hot topic for everyone. So, we're aware of the ongoing situation with Few and Far, who are NFT infrastructure project in the NEAR ecosystem. And we understand that there's some concern there that it may raise for members of the ecosystem who have been using their technology. Now, the situation is still unfolding. The foundation, we're unable to comment on any specific details about it at this stage. We're monitoring it just like everyone else in the community is, but we want to assure everyone here that we're monitoring it closely, and will continue to do so. I guess the foundation, as a steward of NEAR, like the permissionless decentralized ecosystem, the foundation doesn't have any role or involvement into the day-to-day management or operation of any of its projects or any of the projects within the ecosystem. But we are committed to the importance of having a thriving NFT ecosystem. And so, we're still here to support everyone here in the NFT ecosystem. But what I will say is, if you do happen to be impacted by this situation as it's unfolding, I would advise to check out all the other projects that are in the NEAR ecosystem. And I just want to point everybody to the NEAR Horizon project directory. There's some great filters on there, all built on Boss, that you can reach out to other NFT infrastructure projects or anyone else as well for support. Because I guess we're all in this as part of an ecosystem together. But like I say, we're actively monitoring the situation, and I guess we'll see how things unfold over the coming days and weeks. Right, moving on. NEAR Foundation's mission. So next slide, please, Marcus. So the NEAR Foundation, just as a recap before we dive into the meat of things, is to support the ongoing growth and development of an autonomous and decentralized NEAR ecosystem. Next slide, please. So we have 4 convictions, and starting with the first one being easy to develop. So at NEAR, we keep this close to our heart. It starts with developers. We want to make things as simple and easy as possible for people to build. And that's the whole ethos of, I guess, the blockchain operating system in itself, making it easy for people to say fork components or build, or, having, user readable accounts, that sort of thing. We're trying to make this, the accessibility easy for everyone, and not make it cliquey or exclusive. We want to make sure that everybody can get involved. We really care about user experience. So it's all about the users. It's about use cases and things that add real value to people's lives. And I think this is where things like gateways and components and fast auth, say, on onboarding for Boss is fantastic, because it's making those journeys easy as possible and remembering some of the great things about Web 2 and embedding some of those great experiences in Web 3, as well as creating new Web 3 experiences that make people's add more value into people's experience. The third conviction is unifying Web 3. So we really want to live and breathe the true meaning of an open web. That isn't, like I said, creating walled gardens or things like that. There's no tribalism. At NEAR, we believe that we want to partner with everybody who truly believes in the principles and values of an open web. And therefore, we're willing to extend a hand to anyone, whether layer 1, layer 2, any type of community, and really try to be a unifying force to make sure that, joining forces, we can be better than if we were to just do it alone. And then lastly, NEAR is the blockchain operating system. We firmly believe that NEAR as tech is necessary, and we believe that we do have some technical advantages against aside from other people and projects in the ecosystem. Not to toot our own horn, but we believe that we are the home for many projects to come and build whatever type of Web3 experiences that you want, and leveraging any part of the NEAR tech stack, whether that's the base layer 1, the protocol layer, all the way up the top to decentralized front ends or even gateways. We believe that tech is superior and can be used to build whatever type of experiences users need. So they're the 4 things that we truly believe in at the foundation, and believe that this sort of the ecosystem lives and breathes this as well. Next slide, please. So we have a few strategic approaches to be able to do this. We call this the bow tie of growth. Open debate whether you like that name or not, but it's basically a top-down and bottom-up strategy. So you have, starting with bottom up, you have obviously all the great things that are happening in the community, whether that be the community DAOs, the NDC, also all those grassroots efforts that really sort of, the Dev Hub, for example, that really help support NEAR from that bottom up sort of level. And as part of that, the NEAR Horizon Accelerator program, which is designed to support all the projects that are building on NEAR and be able to connect them to the resources that they may need to be able to grow and succeed within the NEAR ecosystem. We then have a top-down strategy, which is a partnership strategy, and hopefully you'll hear some good updates today of some of those partnerships that are building on NEAR from some of the efforts across the BD team and other ecosystem projects. And that is where we kind of reach out to existing projects, whether in Web 3 or Web 2, and see how we can best bring them into the NEAR ecosystem and sort of get building on NEAR and adding new valuable experiences to users. And we believe that that's a real gateway, like from Web 2 users into Web 3. And that's where Web 2 is currently where the millions and billions of users are. And so we think it's really important to make sure we're extending that hand to get people to come over and build. And then where those two things meet in the middle is obviously NEAR, and NEAR is the blockchain operating system, and that's the thing that powers everything, and sort of touched on some of the convictions we had before, and that's the full blockchain operating system stack, which anybody can leverage any part of to be able to build whatever Web3 experience they want. And that all together sort of brings forward the NEAR and NEAR Foundation strategy. Next slide. Great. DW, I'm handing over to you for the OKRs.
Jack, thank you. Awesome. So this slide here is going to look very similar to what we saw 2 weeks ago. A few changes as we now have the final numbers at the end of Q2. So for our North Star, we finished up at just at 1.1 million monthly active accounts. And then in terms of the 3 subcategories, NEAR is the boss. None of this should be different from 2 weeks ago. The only difference is we finished share of voice at around 15%, down slightly from 70%, which was the past few weeks, but still 3x more than where we were at the end of Q1. So incredible job to all of us. In terms of NEAR being a thriving decentralized ecosystem, two changes here. One is we have our Q2 NPS results from the community. It came in at 32, which is slightly higher than Q1. Still a little bit below our goal of 40. but amazing to see that despite market conditions and the macro environment, we are growing NPS across the community. And then the other update that's new from 2 weeks ago is near horizon projects being onboarded. There are currently, or at the end of Q2, 167 projects on near horizon. So amazing job to that team and to all of the projects that are getting onboarded. And if not, please do so. And then in terms of deals, so we finished up Q2 with 7 deals and seven tier 1 deals and 15 tier 2 deals. So both of which beat our goals. And many of these have not launched yet, but are coming soon, which is going to be very exciting to see these go live. So yeah, that is Q2. And with that, Blaze, over to you.
Okay, hey everyone. So just giving a quick update on NDC on where we are. So elections are coming. So we're in the process of finalizing the nominations product and looking to launch that next week, assuming no major issues there. So we're on track with that. 200 OG SVTs have been, given out to date. So if you are OG in the ecosystem, which means basically you've been around for a year in the ecosystem and meet some other criteria, then you'll want to certainly, go to I Am Human and register for that OG SVT. So what have we done? We've created really a FAQ about what the elections mean, what the impact may be to you. And so you can jump out there. It's on Medium, but we will move all of these things to Boss soon and, have that there. So check out really what the elections, what's going on. So nominations will run for about 50 days. And then during near APAC in September is when the actual elections are slated to start. So lots of key dates there and information on Medium, and we'll get that on Boss. And for updates, please follow us on Boss there with the QR code. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Devin from the business development team here at Near Foundation. Once again, it's my privilege to share our exceptional partners with the broader ecosystem, where we all have the same passion for building an open, scalable, secure web. Today, we have 3 who are joining us. I'm also proud to announce that since our last introduction early last month, our team has been really hard at work, closing an impressive 21 deals since June 6th. This achievement stands as a testament to our commitment to fostering growth and driving collaboration within the Near ecosystem. As we continue on this journey, we remain committed to empowering innovators, entrepreneurs, and businesses to realize their potential at Near. Without further hesitation, allow me to introduce my colleague, Mark, who is the deal lead for Pipeflare. Thank you. Off to you, Mark.
Hey guys, hope you guys can hear me. This is Mark. I lead a gaming BD at Near Foundation. Want to introduce John and him today from Pipeflare, and pretty excited about their launch and kind of what they're doing out there. So John, you available? Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, very good. So thank you, Mark. Thanks for everyone for having me on this call. Really cool to see that even in this bear market, you guys are taking such a disciplined approach to updating the community on what's going on. It's really impressive, and I just had to mention that. So in terms of Pipeflare, maybe if we can go to the next slide. So Pipeflare was started about 3 years ago, and we're basically a play-to-earn gaming community that has about 60,000 daily players, and we have about 1 million players since we started about 3 years ago. So the general idea here is, instead of being like Axie Infinity, where you have one giant game that's really complicated, we have smaller games that are hybrid or hyper casual that are fun, and they're still play to earn. And you can purchase NFTs that work with all of the games. So you can buy one NFT and it works with all 15 of our games. So a little bit of a different concept to having one giant one and having a bunch of smaller ones. So within the game, we use a token called 2FLR. It's just our in-game token, and that's a token that's going to be launched on Near. We're really excited about that. We've been really happy and surprised with how skilled your guys' development team is, and all of the really interesting products that you're coming out with, like Aurora Plus and Aurora Pass, which I think, based on working with many blockchains, are like really above and beyond what other blockchains are offering. So if we go to the next slide, I could talk a little bit more about what we're doing. So like I mentioned, we have 15 play to earn games. We have weekly leaderboards with a bunch of prizes, monthly airdrops that you can participate in, an NFT marketplace, and we're going on 50 different NFTs that you can purchase that work with our games. And then also we're going to have staking for that Pipeflare token that I mentioned. So the cool part is that we're trying to transition in a way that is slow but also makes sense, all of our games onto Near. And so the goal here is that within the next year or two, the whole platform will be on Near, because we just feel that the Near ecosystem is much better than the other ones that are out there. Like, I don't see any other ecosystem that's doing town hall like this. You know, it's really amazing that you guys are putting this together. I have really enjoyed my time with you guys, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Hey everyone, Harshit here from the BD team. I would like to introduce Jonathan and Fons, the co-founder of Token Proof, who have unlocked token-gated experiences for some of the biggest brands in Web2, enabling them to enter Web3. Jonathan and Fons, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Fons, and I'm the founder and CEO of Token Proof. Thanks for having me here, and we're excited about partnering and integrating with Near. I'm going to give you a quick tour of what Token Proof is. We are a platform that enables brands to create significant utility and experiences into NFTs that they issue and crypto tokens, both online and in the real world. And from the consumer's perspective, everything is predicated on the usage of our mobile app, as you can see from this screen. The user downloads the app and then links their Web3 wallets from different blockchains, including Near. Once those wallets are linked, the user can get access to experiences that are powered by Token Proof. And if we can advance to the next slide, I'll show you what some of those experiences are. I think most people know us from our event ticketing infrastructure, which can power token-gated events in real life, but we do more than that. We also support token-gated commerce, interactive experiences. We have an authentication product that allows users to prove that they own their tokens without connecting their wallet every time. And we also have a robust set of APIs that brands can leverage for token gating. So let's go to the next slide. From the consumer's perspective, the Token Proof app acts as a wallet that contains credentials, and these could represent wallets, event tickets, coupons, and more. Let's say the user has a token that makes them eligible to get a discount at a store. When they walk into that store, they can show this animated QR code that represents their wallet. And on the other side, on the right hand, we have our verifier app that is configured to look for a token in that user's wallet. And when we scan it, we go to the blockchain in real time to make sure that the user is in possession of that specific token or a combination of tokens. That's why we say that we are connecting Web3 with the real world. And just a side note, these QR codes are animated because we're preventing people from taking screenshots or screen recordings. In the next slide, I'll show you that we also have the online equivalent of that. So our online authentication product is used to power token-gated online experiences. And that could be a section of a website, could be a live stream, it could be signing into an app. And so the user clicks on the Authenticate with Token Proof button and then scans a QR code that is presented to them using the mobile app. And at that point, we perform the token gating and approve or deny the user from advancing into whatever's on the other side. And so this is all done without the user having to interact with their actual wallet every single time, where, you know, in the EVM world, it's a little bit riskier to be connecting your wallet every single time. And you always hear about scams and people's wallets getting drained. So we're helping secure those assets while allowing the user to unlock the power of their tokens online and in the real world. Next slide. I'm going to show you some screenshots. This is our ticketing product where we can set up a ticketing page for your event where people will come in to claim or purchase tickets that can be token gated. So for example, we can set up a VIP ticket that might require the user to have ABC token and a general admission ticket that could be open to XYZ token. So it's very, very flexible and has a lot of functionality, and it's what most people know us for. We've hosted hundreds of activations using our ticketing product. But again, that's not all that we do. So if we go to the next slide, I'll show you that this is an example of a token gated merch drop using our Shopify apps. So we have live apps on the Shopify App Store, and we can configure access to discounts or exclusive products that are unlocked based on token ownership. And it works both online and in the real world if a merchant is using Shopify as their point of sale system. And if a merchant is not using Shopify, we're always happy to talk about custom integrations. Next slide, please. So this is something interesting that goes hand in hand with token gated commerce. It's called our personalized offers platform. And what this allows us to do is to airdrop vouchers or coupons or discount codes for online or IRL redemption. So this is something that we did with Adidas at their NFT NYC event. After people checked into the event, we airdropped this 20% off coupon that was redeemable in stores. And the cool thing about this is that we adapt to whatever the point of sale system requires. So this didn't use our fancy animated QR codes, but rather QR codes that their point of sale system could ingest. And this could be a one-dimensional barcode, could be a QR code, could be just an online code for a discount redemption. And we could airdrop this to any on-chain population, though these are not on-chain assets. These are airdropped as verifiable credentials within the token proof app, but very flexible in how we can target users for this. Next slide, I'll show you our interactive experiences layer that allows us to surface experiences within the token proof app. And so this could be a scavenger hunt powered by NFC tags, or maybe a trivia quiz by scanning a QR code. And the output of these experiences could be minting a new token or updating a token's metadata, or just registering the interaction within a database through an API call, things like that. So again, very, very flexible. Next slide, and I think we're coming on to the end. This is an example of what we did with Adidas a couple of months ago. They have their confirmed app. This is the screen on the left, where now you can link your wallets, multiple wallets, with their app. And that is all handled via token proof. So in the confirmed app, you'll see a button that says add wallet through token proof or manage via token proof. And when they tap on this button, it switches the user into the token proof app. The token proof app asks the user which wallets they want to link, and they select the wallets. And again, we're very consent forward. So every time that the user is asked to share something like a wallet, we ask them to consent as to which wallets they want to link. And once they do that, the wallets are linked with Adidas. And so that's how we helped Adidas become wallet aware, marrying their Web2 and Web3 populations for limited edition sneaker drops. And so that's leveraging both our app and our set of APIs. I think, I mean, this is just a slide showing you some of our customers. And so we've covered a lot of the Web3 native market, but we're very much focused on onboarding the next billion users into the blockchain, and hope to do that with Near, and making UX more accessible, easier, bringing the barriers of friction down, which I know is something that we both share and align with. And I think this is the last slide. So thanks, everybody. Please feel free to reach out to us at hi@tokenproof.xyz or fonz@tokenproof.xyz. Would love to hear from you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lei. I'm head of growth and infrastructure in the business development team. Incredibly excited to introduce Alibaba Cloud. Raymond Xiao will be speaking. He's head of Web3 International Solutions at Alibaba Cloud. And for those who don't know, Alibaba Cloud is a cloud infrastructure division at Alibaba, which is one of the world's largest e-commerce and retail companies. For our partnership, we're focusing in 3 areas. On the tech side, we'll be working on RPC endpoints on Alibaba Cloud and also collaborating on Node as a service. For events, we're working on collaborating on developer events together. And we're excited to work with Alibaba because it'll help us expand our geographic focus into Asia, where they have a very strong foothold. So let me turn it over to Raymond.
Thanks, Lei. And hi, everyone. Good to see everyone here. And today we might possibly share the screen. Please, would you project? Okay. Sorry, everyone. So, so thanks for Lei's introduction about Alibaba Cloud. So, my name is Raymond Xiao. I'm currently looking after the International Web3 Solutions Department for Alibaba Cloud. We start our Web3 business approximately 2 years ago, and since this year, we start to formulate our Web3 strategies and product and solutions. So, if we go into the next page, then we can see that what makes Alibaba Cloud different as compared to other clouds. Everyone has been using cloud for hosting your nodes or having your connectivity across the world to reach out every of your end users. So for Alibaba Cloud, we are particularly strong in Asia Pacific and Middle East regions. You can see that we have some of the very unique locations where you can expand your business footprint, such as Hong Kong, such as Bangkok, Philippines, Kuala Lumpur in Southeast Asia, and also in Middle East, we have Dubai and also Saudi Arabia as well. So which are some of the very unique countries and area where you can think of expanding your business over there or putting your nodes around there as well. So if we go to the next slide, then we'll talk about what we've been offering to the community and also the developers in Web3. Starting from the really bottom of the the compute nodes, where we can offer different types of compute instances, such as the security enhanced TEE instances, to the the distributed storage using the LDFS, similar like the Hadoop file system, and also with a particular strong network connectivity spread across the world, which allow you to build a really distributed network connectivity with high SLA. And if we go into the top layer, we also offer some of the Web3 native products, where like Lei just mentioned, like the blockchain node services, which are offering our community with RPC calls to some of the mainstream blockchain protocols. And then we are also working on some of these mobility development tools. So you can easily build up a super app or like testing your mobile app and with some enhanced security features. And of course, we've been also striving hard to work with some of these Web3 partners together to offer some of these solutions to particular industry player organization and institutions, such as metaverse, loyalty programs, or even some of the exchanges solutions. And on the right-hand side, there are some of the Web3 native security products that we can, quite uniquely offer in the public cloud market, such as the MPC and TE combined private key management toolings, and also, of course, some of these eKYC for those GameFis or those projects which require some of the regulatory checks before onboarding of the customers. So if you go to the next slide, here is one of the things that I just mentioned. So in case that you want to build up a scalable global network covering everywhere in the world, then definitely the Alibaba Cloud would be one of your choice. Simply put it there, that you can create this global network within minutes. You can all use it on a single user portal, and then create a point and click, choosing the regions that you like, and then creating the network connectivity ports from the States to Europe to Southeast Asia to some of these regions in Middle East, and so on and so forth. And the beauty of having this network connectivity is that it provides a very high SLA with 99.95%, and it's all paid by bandwidth or by traffic. So meaning that you can turn it on at any time and shut it down at any time as well. And if we go to the next slide, please. And here's one of these customer cases where they are considering to build a GameFi project and global acceleration using this optimized network connectivity. Then they can easily reducing their network latency by 60%. And of course, they also been leveraging some of these private key security product that we just used by having these private key shardings, and with this, the MPC, so that, the private key can never be exposed. So this is also one of the SaaS services that we can offer in the market as well. Next. And this is another project that we have done in Philippines. And what they are offering is like the open finance platform, which allowing users to exchange the cryptos and, the fiat currencies. And they need some, the eKYC, where they can help them to onboard a customer really quickly. And by leveraging this financial grade eKYC, basically it can greatly reduce the, the manual effort checks and also the identity fraud as well. And user can basically complete all these applications within minutes. Next. So that concludes my brief introduction. Hope that can help, and thank you a lot.
Awesome. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming on to the town hall this week and presenting. Amazing to have you in the Near ecosystem. And, again, thank you for taking the time out of your day to provide some really good insights into kind of the integrations. Really appreciate it. Next up, we have the events team that are going to go ahead and provide a recap on the recent events at Collision.
Thank you, Marcus. Hi, everyone. My name is Olga. I'm representing Near Foundation marketing team here with an events update. Near had a great week of June 26 at Collision in Toronto, experiencing a super diverse conference with more than 36,000 attendees, 1,500 startups, and 118 countries represented. We have curated a few ways Near was represented there. We have secured 5 speaker sessions, both on the conference stages and masterclasses. Masterclasses were a great success, with the rooms full and a number of questions presenters received. Thanks to Ilya, MJ from Proximity Labs, Near Foundation Horizon team for representing Near in the best possible way with engaging presentations there. The Near booth was located right beside the startup stage. We had scheduled 53 shifts across 3 days. Huge thank you to everyone, It's Entertainment, Tenement, and KeepHome teams for supporting Near booth and sharing their Near journey with the attendees. Next slide, please. We have supported 4 Near community side events during the week of Collision. Among those were Crypto and Web3 for the Culture, organized by Ashley Wright from Wright Success, Web3 Day and Night, organized by Web3 Toronto community. Special shout out to the Near Horizon team for curating Pitch and Networking Night with around 100 attendees and being super diligent in shortlisting 5 Near ecosystem projects to meet one-on-one with VCs. Another side event that deserved nothing less than a round of applause is Near Toronto launch party, organized by Tenement team, that introduced the Near Toronto regional community. It was definitely huge FOMO out there, as the event received an overwhelming amount of interest with over 1,000 registrations, 280 attendees, and generated more than 1,500 total engagements. Thank you, Sal, and the whole Tenement team for putting this event together in such a short period of time. Make sure to check out the event pictures link on this slide. Thank you, and over to you, Kiana, with EthCC.
Thank you, Olga. Next slide, please. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Kiana, and I'm also on the events team. So if you joined last town hall, I mentioned that our go-to-market had just gone live for our Near at EthCC event. Since the event is right around the corner, thought I'd bring it up again, refresher, and some more and new information. So we are activating at EthCC a 2-day side event. It's going to include panels, workshops, a pitch event, happy hours, and more. It's on the 16th and the 17th of this month, and the exact location is linked here. It's on beautiful museum grounds, so we'll have an indoor space and an outdoor space, but make sure you're using this exact address as it's a really, really big museum. You can find that address also linked on near.org/EthCC. In terms of structure, so day one is going to be a technical day. We'll hear from Pagoda, Proximity, Mint-Base, Aurora, Lens, and more about building on BOSS and beyond. And then the second day is more of a founder structured day. So the first half of the day, we'll hear from Pantera Capital. We'll have a panel by regulatory experts, and we'll also hear from various NF representatives. And then the second half of the day is owned by the Near Horizon team. So there's going to be awesome VC panels, workshops, and of course, a pitch fest. There are happy hours on both days open to anyone who RSVPs. And speaking of RSVPs, we're already over 1,500 RSVPs and very close to selling out. So if you know you're going to be in Paris and you're interested in attending, please be sure to RSVP, as you won't be allowed in unless you show that confirmation. The venue is a government building, so we have to be a little bit stricter about capacity and about letting people in, but we want to make sure that everyone who's interested is able to attend for the session of their choice. Next slide, please, Marcus or David. In addition to our main event, we also have amazing side events from the community. So starting on the 15th, we have Funding the Commons. Marique will be on main stage talking about how BOSS, NDC, and DAOs are creating a decentralized web. And then Ori from DevHub will also be speaking on main stage on the 16th, speaking about the limits of ecosystem funding. On the 16th, the SheFi Summit is kicking off, and Bianca from the Near Horizon team is participating in a founder and investor roundtable. And then starting on the 17th, Supermoon Camp is hosting the Near Builder Base. And then on the 18th, we also have Ignite the Future. So not only do we have our main side event, but we also have these 4 amazing side events from the community. So if you're going to be in Paris, please be sure to come out and support the entire Near community for all these amazing events. And that's it for EthCC.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Olga and Kiana. Amazing to hear the great successes at the events. And if you're not already, and if you plan on being at EthCC, again, definitely make sure to join the EthCC Telegram, which I will go ahead and paste in the chat just now. But yeah, appreciate you all jumping on. That wraps up this week's town hall. A little bit of a shorter one this time, but we always want to make sure we keep it within the hour to save you guys your time. But happy to have had all of you on, and until the next one, thank you all. Take care.